It is a massive box that just showed up on my doorstep. What's in it? Well, I don't usually open the actual box that the thing came in, but I figure for this one, we gotta do a video and we gotta get excited. It's Europa Universalis, the price of power. Probably my most anticipated crowdfunding game that I backed. I'm gonna pull this out and unload this absolutely insanely produced box. But I want to give you an idea of what was in here. There it is. Europa Universalis, the price of power, deluxe edition from Egg Games. So excited. Well, I'm sorry for the glare, but as you can see, the cover here, it's got like a gold foil logo. Look at it, Gleam, Europa Universalis, the price of power, deluxe edition. Game by Elvin Vetlesen. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Govern, trade, conspire, conquer. Quick history lesson. Europa Universalis. You might know that name from the very popular PC games franchise by Paradox Interactive. But did you know the original Europa Universalis from the early 90s was based on the board game Europa Universalis, but I believe it was from the 70s or 80s. The monster game of its time. So we're going to open this up and I'm going to show you everything that's in it. Let's get the lid off. All right, so we've got a bunch of manuals. So first of all, we've got the solo bot rules. So if you're going to play the game solo, there is a full solo system. This is a very thick manual. There's a bunch of flowcharts in here, so the bot is going to be doing a lot of logic. I find that when there's bot systems for a game, that it's actually really nice to analyze the flowcharts because the bot is usually programmed to play the game well, and so it can actually teach you in any given situation what the optimal move is. A lot here under events. Whoa, diplomacy and military. Yes, diplomacy and military. Two big aspects of the game. Look how many flowcharts are in here. It's crazy. Naval, papal curia action, spy, explore, unrest, peace. Look at the peace resolution for the bot is the biggest spreadsheet or biggest flowchart in here. It's crazy. So this clocks in at how many pages? Does it even say? 15, 16 pages, most of which are flowcharts for the bot. So you can play solo if you want. Here are the rules. This is a hefty rule book. On the back, we've got the component list. We've got a nice index, it looks like. 47 pages. And as you can see, the rules do go that entire way. Fairly dense. We're talking triple column here. There are some illustrations, but this is going to be a monster game at the strategic scale of medieval Europe. Lots in here. Wow. This is going to be exciting. Can't wait to play this. This is going to be epic. You can see here the sequence of play. So we're going to be drawing cards. There's an action phase, peace and rebels phase, income and upkeep, and cleanup. Looks like, yeah, this is going to be freaking epic. Here's the setup diagram and a little like sort of overview game concept. So we've got a 48-page rule book. We've got a scenario book. There's 2 scenario books. I think one of these might have been Kickstarter exclusive or there's some scenario. So here's scenarios 1. No wonder what the difference is. You can construct your own scenario. That's pretty cool. There's an introductory scenario for 3 players. There's the Discovery and Reformation, so the mid-1400s to the 1617, so we're talking Protestant Reformation there. So they've got an introduction about the scenario, the historical background, which is really nice to tell you what you're going to be playing. Setup, how you set up the player factions, how you construct the event decks with what cards, 3-player variant there, victory conditions. There's a 5-player variant. That's pretty cool. Does that require an expansion? The deluxe edition comes with the Fate of Empires expansion, but if you buy I think maybe the retail version, you would need the expansion to play 5 players. This one is going to be 1400 to 1712, so that's a big, long game. What else we got in here? There's a lot of scenarios. Here's a more bot stuff, so how bots target different realms based on the actions they're taking. Ambitious Margrave, this is 1400s to 1720, so 3 ages. We've got just an age 3 scenario, the Bourbonic Plague, obviously talking about the French Bourbonnais dynasty. Wars of Religion scenario, that's probably going to be pretty fun, 1511 to 1715. And a 1492 to 1720 that's called the Sea Route to India. This looks really good. Scenarios 2. Looks like there are some new major powers: Muscovy, Kalmar Union, Poland, Venice, the Mamelukes, Byzantium. You've got me at Byzantium. I want them in my game. I wonder if you can play them. Peace rules. The Grand Campaign, 1444 to 1821. Woo, 6 players. That, yeah, I want to play that at some point. We got team variants. That's pretty cool. You can play the game on teams. Enemy at the gates. Ottomans, Austria, Poland, Muscovy. So it's going to be an Eastern European scenario. That's pretty cool. Mediterranean dominance. Venice. So again, sort of like the Mediterranean powers. We've got a team variant for that, which is cool. Napoleon Rising. So this is going to be just Age 4, just sort of the French Revolution and rise of Napoleon situation. So it's going to be Russia, France, Prussia, Spain, and England, and Austria. Here I stand once more. That's pretty clever. It's a 6-player scenario. We've got the Habsburgs in there. It actually has all of the factions from here I stand. Look at that. England, France, Habsburgs, Papal States, Ottomans, Protestant League. That's pretty fun. Little nod to Ed Beach's Here I Stand. Rise of the Purple Phoenix. That's going to be the Ottomans, the Venetians, and the Byzantines. So here's a scenario for me. If I can play the Byzantines, that's awesome. This is the late Byzantine Empire. Interesting. I wonder if this is like sort of an alt history. Oh, it's a solo campaign. You play Byzantium, and you are facing off against the Ottomans and Venetians, and it's can you keep the Byzantine Empire together through 1453? That's pretty awesome. What a cool idea for a scenario. Sorry about the glare. This is really glossy paper. We got some Glory for That's a solo scenario. I wonder if are these all solo scenarios? Solo? 6 players? No, they're just different player counts. Okay, so that's a second scenario book if you ever get tired of that. Here is player aids, double-sided, single sheet. It talks about all the actions you can take, what event cards do, military unit costs, the sequence of play. If you pass, what you get for that. On the back, rules about declaration of war, call to arms, battle dice, battle sequence, and receiving a call to arms, and what will give you a casus belli against another player. How many of these you got in here? We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5, 6. There are 6 player aids. Perfect. Realms on the Western Europe map, so if you need some help with the heraldry, what that looks like. On the back, realms of the distant continents. You have some Central American realms. The Aztecs are in here, the Inca. Pretty neat. And a lot of the European steppe tribes. That's pretty cool. India there. I'm not sure how you would use that, but that's cool. Here's another flow chart. This would be the peace resolution flow chart. I'm not sure if this is for... wow, there's a lot. It looks like this might be for player peace, going to peace. So like all the different decision points you can make about how you want to make your peace. A lot of complex stuff there. Battle. Probably studying this is going to be very important. Now we get to the good stuff. Oh my goodness, look at this. Bunch of custom dice. We got some, yeah, there's a D6 in there. There's a numeral. This looks like a D3 maybe. I saw a skull on it, so maybe plague. No idea what the dice do. A lot of custom dice there. We got a foam insert. I should probably remember how this all goes in there. All right, we got armies holding sheets for the different players, it looks like, in different colors. This is an army sheet. This is so we got two sheets for each player color, it looks like. We've got an army sheet, Army 1, Army 2, Army 3, and then you can put a general on them, it looks like. And then you've got a fleet, your navy with your admiral. Looks like there's going to be 2 of these for each player. We have got a status mat. So this is going to be your general records track about various things, imperial authority for the HRE, the papal curia, what round you're in, if there's a power struggle. That's single-sided. Rounded here, which they did a great job keeping everyone up to date on the production of this game. But here are the player boards, and you can see that it's double layer cardboard. So all of your tokens that you're going to put in here are not going to slide around and slide off because they're going to be kept inside the spaces here. But you've got vassal taxes, your monarch power, your advisors, your rule, your state religion, how much money you've got, your manpower, the stability of your realm, the tax value. There's going to be 6 of these probably. Yeah, looks really good. These are really heavy-duty cardboard. And let's see what kind of tokens go in there. Oh, look at this. It's pre-packaged with all of your wooden pieces and plastic pieces and units separated by color already. I love this. So everyone's going to get a tray. This is going to be great. When you set up to play the game, just give someone their tray, have it in front of them. They're going to take all their stuff. Let's open this one since it's the white one. And maybe we can, if I can get this open, show you some of the pieces in here. Mostly wood. We've got various tokens. These, I believe, go on the map. Whenever I see this game in play, I always see these shield tokens all over the map in a province. They probably communicate things. These look like the tokens that go on your player board. We got cubes. Don't know what those do. We got little gentleman meeples. Not sure what those do. Ships. Can probably guess what those do. We have a plastic ship. Looks really nice. Maybe your exploration. For exploration. We've got some general. This looks like a conquistador. This looks like maybe a diplomat, an army. We've got little warrior meeples here with the spears. Not sure what goes in there. We got more containers for other things. Maybe there's other player pieces here. But this is a phenomenal production. So we've got white. We've got purple. We've got blue. We've got yellow. We've got a general tray. It looks like a first player token. Maybe some neutral power tokens there. Neutral armies. We got some black armies in there as well. And we got these, look like heresy tokens, perhaps. That's what I would assume the pentagram is. It's more cubes. So those look like status markers. We've got a green player or aquamarine player. We've got a red player. And then we come to the cardboard. Not as much as I thought would be in here. These are the counters. They're all very nice. Got vassal counters. These look like they're probably in player color. So you would put these in here. So like these red vassal and marriage tokens will probably go in there. We got really tiny tokens there. We got religious tokens. What's on the back? There's three. It looks like there's 3 sheets. Yeah, 3 sheets. It looks like coins. Core province claims, it looks like. Orthodox Christianity tokens versus Catholic. So we got the counters. That'll be interesting to punch. And then we got the map. There's another tray underneath. Here's all the cards. Look at how they did this. This is incredible. It's actually 2 maps. Oh, there's a cat in my way. Okay, so we got the cards. So it looks like we've got event cards based on age. This might be setup cards, like if you're playing Wilhelm I. This might be how you set up the game. That would be nice. These look like events. Yeah, so comet sighted, naval maneuver. Are there combat cards in this game? So that's the back of that. What's on the back of this one? Yeah, same. Captain Jenkins' Ear. War of Jenkins' Ear, probably. So we've got the age decks. What are these? These might also be events. Oh, this is counter-espionage. And then we've got a bunch of tiny decks here. So these are Claim the 2 Sicilies. These might be goals. Power struggles. Deus Vault. Holy War in the Holy Land. Missions for Muscovy. So it looks like each country is going to get their own. I've never played Europa Universalis, the board game. So it looks like each country is going to get their own specific missions and objectives. Here's some economic milestones, age 3. Here's a government type, bureaucracy, or something affecting government. Administrative ideas. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot going on in this game. I can't wait to dig through it. Here's some, looks like some army cards, force march, military, peace, perhaps peace cards here. So this tray in the bottom of the box is going to hold all your cards, which is great because you can either just pull this out and have this by the table, or you have the box sitting around. Let me show you the maps. There's 2 of them. I'll see if I can get them on the table. All right, so it turns out I cannot fit both of them on the table right now, given what's on my table. But here's the Western European map. So I imagine there are scenarios that only use this map. This, I would say, is about a half size, maybe a 3/4 size map. And it's got all of Western Europe, all the provinces here. You can see some of the icons, the house, the heraldry here. Not sure what a lot of it means. We can see ports, cities, sea nodes. So we got Sweden and Norway, all the way down to the Mediterranean, England, and North Africa, as you can see. So this is going to be a Western European map. And then next to that, you're going to put the Eastern European map, I believe. Actually, there's a couple more maps in here. That's fascinating. Hold on one second. Okay, so we have this map. And then we have just sort of a fold-out, if I can get it here. So we have a fold-out here of all of the non-Western European things. So it looks like you would put this adjacent to the board, and you can see that there are these letters here, and it looks like, depending on where you're sailing from, you would arrive at different locations. So you can see C, you know, obviously if you're sailing west from Portugal, you would arrive in North America. These look to be all the colonial locations. Not sure what the numbers mean. But as you can see, there's already the Inca and the Aztec already exist in this particular part of North America. The Prestige track, which I can only assume is how you achieve victory. But you've got the Far East for China, Dutch East, or East Indies, well, soon to be Dutch. Australia, you've got India and the Red Sea. You've got Africa, and you've got the Americas. So that looks like it goes to the left of the board, I guess, if you're going to be playing with that stuff. All right, there's another map. Let me get that out. Okay, here we've got an Eastern map. So this would butt up against the Western European map, and obviously we can see a lot of the East, Ruthenia, all the way to Moscow, which is going to be up here somewhere. Here's Northern and Central Asia, so we can go all the way to China this way, and Russia. We've got Finland, and this comes all the way down to the Black Sea and the Eastern Mediterranean, Constantinople being here, goes all the way. This is the 1444 setup. So what I didn't know is that this is actually double-sided. And on the other side, I don't know if the other one is too. Oh, okay, this is upside down. Okay, so it's two different Eastern European starting conditions. So this one would be the 1618 setup. So if you're playing a scenario that starts in 1618, we'd be doing here. And obviously, the Ottoman Empire occupies this part of the map rather than Byzantium. So depending on which scenario we're playing, I'm curious. Let me just look and see if the Western European map also has two sides. It looks like it does. We have a 1444 side. I can get it open. We have a 1444 side, and we have a 1618 side. So depending on what your start date is, you're going to use one side of the map or the other. So that's really nice. It actually, if we really talk about it, we've actually got 5 maps in the game, and then obviously there's also the same for 1618 here versus 1444 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different boards that you can play with, and boy, this is making me excited. I cannot wait to get our gaming group together to play this. I know this is going to be on the table at Game On here in Seattle in a couple of weeks. Can't wait to see it in action. Really excited to play this. That's a first look at Europa Universalis, The Price of Power Deluxe Edition, freshly arrived.